to talk about it now is because there's somebody in this audience tonight who was there 47 years ago when this incident or this event occurred. I was working at a place called Circus World. And Circus World was a theme park. Yeah, I-4 and Highway 27. So at the end of the year, they wanted well, not the end of the year, but they have a yearly thing where they call May Media Madness. And they invite all the TV, the newspapers from Central Florida. And there were hundreds of people there, as there was every year. And they said, what can we do that's never been done before? And like an idiot, I says, well, how about if you tie me to the tracks of the roller coaster and I'll get out of it? They said, you can do that? I'm like, sure. Of course, I never told you. So that was the big event leading up to it. So we did it, and Paul was there, and he videotaped the event. So we're going to show that, and it's going to last about 4 hours. But video, we're new. This is 1979, May of 1979. Lance Burton, he did his about 3 years later, in case you're wondering, because I get that all the time.
Green screen.
What's that?
Lance used green screen. You did it for real.
I did it for real. I didn't know he did that. Yeah, I did it for real. And it's a wooden roller coaster, and it sounded like thunder. I mean, like that. They didn't allow anybody to be on it when I did. It was the Polk County Sheriff's Department that actually chained me to the tracks of the roller coaster. There were handcuffs and chains and stuff like that. So that's what I for tonight. So this is the poster. That's Ringling Brothers. Circus World was owned at that time by Ringling Brothers Circus. And that's the depiction, Escape from the Hurricane. And that's the name. Do you have one of these posters, Paul?
I don't.
You don't? Well, you will tonight. Because I knew you were going to be here. So that's it. And that's the depiction. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, Dan.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I'm going to give this to you, Paul, because you were there filming the thing, but videotaping when the video cameras were this
Was that
big.
great big video?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
Big on the shoulder.
I have no idea what happened to that video.
Yeah, where's the video?
No idea.
Probably don't have Betamax. So did you?
But here's a bunch of the news clippings that they were there. They wrote up the whole story and what happened and how I
Are
almost
you
got
going to tell
killed.
us what
Literally.
happened?
Right.
Did you survive?
No.
Are you still doing that act, Dan?
No. Welcome. No. I only did it the one time. Fairlyn, who was there, we were dating at the time. She would not allow me to do it again. For good reason. Yeah, because I was like 3 seconds from getting killed.
Yeah, can I just add to that? I was there with the video camera, and of course we knew that, how releasing from chains always works. That train came back down into the station, and I thought, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, I know.
He's not going to make it. And it was like, well, I have to still keep filming this, even, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The chains came off and fell through the tracks, and you could hear the chains falling through the tracks as he jumped off the rails as this train came through. You couldn't have got it any closer.
Well, the guy that was the announcer, he was a well-known radio announcer, and he gave me the wrong cues. Yes, we rehearsed, not with the roller coaster, but he gave me the wrong cue, because when it came around, he was supposed to say on the first lift, it's on the lift. That was my cue to make sure I'm out of this or that. He didn't say that until it went around the second lift. And I was basically, and then when I because I panicked, and I got out, and there's blood, and I slipped on the grease on the track, and then, one of those things that, yeah, he did that on purpose. No. Yeah, the newspaper once says like 3 seconds later I would have been toast, and that's why they didn't allow anybody on the roller coaster as this happened.
It was too close for me, and I knew what was happening. So.
Yeah, Fairlyn was crying. She was going bonkers.